We are live.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Battle Creek Public Schools Board of Education meeting. Today is Monday, July 15th, 2024. It is now 5:30 p.m. I will now entertain a motion for the approval of the agenda and considerations, additions, and deletions. Roll call.
Dr. Alicia Johnson, Dr. Nicole Perry,
Present.
Catherine Valley,
Present.
Nathan Grayjack,
Present.
Art McLean,
Here.
Charlie Fulbright,
Here.
Patty Fulbright.
Present. Okay, now I will entertain a motion for the approval of the agenda, considerations, additions, and deletions.
I move that we approve the agenda considerations, additions, and deletions as presented.
Support.
It's been moved by trustee Graycheck, supported by trustee LaValle, that we approve the agenda considerations of additions or deletions. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Moving down to public comment. Battle Creek Public Schools Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of allowing members of the community to express themselves on district matters. We have two opportunities on our agenda tonight for public comment. The Board of Education requests you fill out a public participation form with contact information. As you come to the microphone, please state your name. Each statement made by a speaker shall be limited to a 3-minute duration. If the speaker represents a group, the person will be given 5 minutes to speak. Battle Creek Public Schools Board of Education will listen, take comments and questions under advisement, and not respond at this time. Public commenters will direct all comments to the Board of Education, not to staff or other participants. Do we have any public comment? Thank you. We'll move down to reports and recommendations. Dr. Carter.
Yes, I am pleased to announce that Luke Perry has accepted the position of Director of Secondary Education. Mr. Perry, he will transition from his current position as Director of STEM Education at Battle Creek Area Math and Science Center. He has over 25 years of experience in education, of which 23 of those are dedicated to Battle Creek Public Schools in various capacities, including teacher, literacy coordinator, principal, and director of STEM education. His unwavering commitment to BCPS students, parents, and the Battle Creek community is truly commendable. In his role as Director of STEM Education at Battle Creek Area Math and Science Center, he increased annual student assessments by 600%, tripled the number of students participating in work-based internships, and sourced more than $250,000 in donations to build opportunities for students and staff, among other significant contributions. Mr. Perry believes leaders of Battle Creek Public Schools must be 100% invested in the students, parents, staff, and community. They must be focused on providing an exceptional, barrier-free education to all students, create a vibrant and nurturing staff and administrator environment, and be present, transparent, and participatory in all that is occurring within the district. They must have a laser-like focus on curriculum and instruction and expectations and work daily to achieve those goals. They must be able to lead a team and have awareness of system dynamics working for and against positive change. Mr. Perry earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in English and American Literature, secondary education from Eastern Michigan University, and a Master of Arts degree in Educational Leadership from Western Michigan University. We had 14 external applicants and one internal applicant. The one internal applicant and one external and one internal candidate were selected to be interviewed. After reviewing, screening, and interviewing candidates, the interview team recommended that Luke Perry be offered the position. On the committee was Dr. Anita Harvey, Greg Bish, Mitch Fowler, Teresa Yeck, June Parker, Tyler Gillen, Christian Manley, Kavana Matthews, Lena Oliver, and Jennifer Greger. Mr. Perry, I invite you to address the board with any comments you choose. Congratulations and welcome in your new position.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I'm not really sure what to say, but I am so excited to serve in this role. And I am excited, once again, about the great things that are happening in Battle Creek. So thank you very much for your support.
Thank you.
Okay. Upbeat engagement, Alexis Small.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, I thought you had questions. So I'm going to start with the superintendent recommendation that you all had in your packet. Just want to remind you of our strategic goal number 3 and what we hope to accomplish. 80% of staff surveyed agreed or strongly agreed that they feel valued. We want our staff to be proud to work for Battle Creek Public Schools, and we want them to see themselves working at Battle Creek Public Schools in 2 years' time and beyond. One of the other things that I wanted to highlight in this superintendent trends in this area with other districts. So I just wanted to highlight a few things out of that recommendation. As you can see, the total amount that we're asking for, but there's also some flexibility there as it relates to the one-on-one coaching that we can request from Upbeat, and that could also impact our cost. Any questions from me regarding the engagement surveys with Upbeat?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think the previous surveys are ones that are just administered by the district, right? Or is
Correct.
it to replace that?
Yes.
Okay, and then will there be like some sort of messaging to teachers to let them know that now it's separate, hopefully to drive up those scores that we were seeing before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we will be sure to communicate that difference.
Any other questions? Thank you.
You're welcome. And then I think I have a presentation as well. Oh. So speaking of Upbeat, you all the board approved a partnership with Upbeat to also administer our exit surveys. And so I wanted to give you an update on that. Again, I want to remind you that our human capital strategy is to recruit, retain, develop, and support a diverse, high-quality staff that is fully committed to Battle Creek Public Schools, its students, and families. And so the goal that was associated with our exit surveys, we want to decrease our annual turnover rate. And so the information and the data that we get from our exit surveys is critical in helping us to do that. I again want to remind you about they are committed to the K-12 space, and they are focused on teacher retention. And again, they were engaged to administer our district's exit surveys. And so a few things that I wanted to highlight here. I'm not going to read all of this, but one of the benefits of the exit surveys that they administered is that they're 100% anonymous and secure. They're exclusively developed for K-12 schools, and they're easy to launch. It's a simple process. Whenever we have staff that resign or retire, we simply add them to a spreadsheet. We communicate to the staff that they're going to receive an exit survey from Upbeat, so an outside vendor, and then the vendor reaches out to them to complete the survey. If the surveys are not completed in a timely fashion, then the vendor continues to reach out. So there are multiple touch points with our staff to increase participation in the exit survey. So now I will get into a little bit of what the platform looks like. So when we go into the exit survey platform, you can see all of the tiles. So there's a tile for Battle Creek Public Schools, as well as for administration, athletics, and then all of our buildings. When you see the red exclamation point, that simply means there are not enough responses received from that particular location for it to remain anonymous. They like to have at least 4 responses before they will unlock that tile for us to be able to see that information. So they are serious about the anonymity of the exit surveys. So I just wanted to kind of give you a peek behind the scenes. And so I'm going to share data with you today from the Battle Creek Public Schools tile. Also, I wanted to make you aware that the surveys are broken down into our teachers and then also our the rest of our staff. So as you can see with our teachers, we had a 59% response rate, which we're excited about that. That's a little bit above the national average, which is 30 to 40%. And so we've got a 59% response rate from our teachers. And I don't know if you can see that. I can see it on my computer screen. I can see it on my computer screen, but as I'm looking at it now, but I will share it with you, and you have the information in your packets. But these are just two pieces of information that I wanted to pull out, and one is which factor contributed most to your decision to leaving the district. So as you can see, they were specific. The majority were specific to the school in which the teachers taught. When we look at would you recommend the district to a friend as a good place to work, there was a tie between no and yes with reservation. So that just shows us that we have some work to do, but it's good that we're able to get this information because we don't know what we need to do until we get the information. So now this breaks down the information. So I'm going to give you a little bit of details before I go into this information. When you look at the surveys, there are 3 categories that the questions fall under. There are school-related factors, there are